Welcome to the Friends of Friends podcast. Here are your hosts, Henry Hargitay and Jason Cole.
Woo! And another one.
We're still doing it. I keep grabbing it. I think I got my headphones on. I don't even got my headphones. This is the first time our fans have seen my ears.
Oh, man. Come on. Nobody wants to see your ears, guys. Relax. How you doing today, Hank?
I'm good, man. I'm happy to be back another day, entertaining America, doing what we do best. Entertaining America, people of all ages. We got 6-year-olds watching. We do. We have a lot of fans. I'm not going to lie. The numbers don't reflect what we're doing. But listen, keep being a friend of a friend, and we're going to blow up. As long as my mama proud, I don't care. I don't give a shit about the numbers. On that note, go
Mom
like
fucks with it too.
Because my mom do care about the numbers. So do us a favor.
And go be a friend of a friend.
Go
push
like,
that
go
button.
subscribe. Follow us on Instagram. We post really fun stuff on Instagram. TikTok has been a little slow lately, admittedly, but it will be back up and running in no time.
It was 24 hours. Come on.
24 hours. But nevertheless, 24 hours ago, there's a pretty big game that was played in Boston. And unfortunately, the headline after the game, was more so about what happened with the Celtics fans and Draymond Green, the constant fuck you chants after he fouled out and throughout the game. Me personally, I'm curious your thoughts too, but I'll go ahead and start. I have no issue with 20,000 Celtics fans yelling fuck you to Draymond Green. He has made a living in his career off of embodying the villain role. He's the Dennis Rodman that the Warriors needed. He's the dirty work. He's the
no doubt
leader. And so to me, if you're going to embody that role and then you're going to have the audacity to end that game, go home and go do a podcast and address it to them, then you have zero right to be complaining about anything.
I don't think he was complaining though. I think he was just shedding light to what's actually happening. First off, he's a trendsetter in itself to just go home after the game and chop it up about the game that.
Like, let me get my mic and talk right after.
Come on, man, because
4 assists, three rebounds, and 6.
Here we go with the 2, 3, 4. But remember, numbers don't always reflect what a person does to the game because player after player on the Warriors have spoke time and time again about how significant he is to the team and how much of a leader he is to and for that team. So when you say 2 points, 4 rebounds, and 3 assists, I say, damn, he doing his thing because that's what they expect him to do. Because before that, they want him to dive after loose balls, be aggressive on defense, set the tone on defense, however they're going to do that. This is what they're doing. But I don't think he was complaining. I think he was letting people know the real deal before ESPN does some bullshit and says some bullshit about him. And this guy says some bullshit and does some bullshit about him. He letting you know what time it is firsthand. He got a son, and he said, listen, his son at the game, and all he is, fuck you, daddy, fuck you, daddy, fuck you, daddy. As a 5-year-old kid, I don't know that he understands the dynamic of sports at that time. Yeah. So he's just telling you what he has to deal with as a father and as a black man. That's that. But everything was cool. I appreciate the Celtics fan going at him. I love that.
I love it too. And I always say, I think my general rule for being a fan is hate the player, don't hate the man.
For sure.
Is that fair to say, I think?
For sure, because he's different when he leaves that court.
Exactly.
Everybody is different.
And not a single Celtics fan, if they were one-on-one with Draymond in an alley, would say that.
And that's the bigger part. Draymond Green understands that, and he knows that, and he tells y'all that. He's like, yo, if I was outside, nobody wouldn't even step to me and say none of the shit that they saying when the game is going on. So at that rate, it's like I understand he's being a fan, and that's cool.
Yeah.
That's it. Be a fan.
Yeah.
Fine. If I was fucking center court and I'm the biggest Celtics fan, and I'm fuck you, Draymond. He gotta accept that.
Exactly. Like fuck you.
Yeah. He's gonna turn around and say fuck you too. Exactly. And that's how it goes. And that's the competitiveness in the sport.
Yeah, we need to. I think as a society, we need to stop frowning on these things and start celebrating them a little bit more.
How competitive people are, or the fact that.
No, you said it. I mean, I'm not saying, I don't think we need to be going into sporting events expecting 20,000 mass holes to be choir boys sitting there watching a Celtics game.
For sure, not in the fucking NBA finals. That's for sure.
No, but I don't know. There's obviously many different angles to it, but me, I don't want to say I encourage the Celtics fans acting like that, but I definitely don't discourage it. And I encourage Draymond acting like it.
Listen, I think, nonetheless, who won the game?
That's the main headline, isn't it?
Okay, so if they won, then whatever their fans were doing worked. So continue to do that.
Exactly.
If I'm a Boston fan.
Yeah. By the way, do you think I know we had the bet that you like to forget about the Celtics winning 2 games and something about you paying me $200 if that happened. But
you see, you got the hiccups. We know it's not true. But I do need to send you $100, which I will, people. And he needs to post that I sent him $100 for the bet that I lost, saying that the Celtics wouldn't win 2 games. But that doesn't take away from the fact that I think they're not going to win the NBA Finals. The Warriors will win the NBA Finals, and I do see it going to 7 games. And that's that, and it's fine. But they can't play like they played the other night every night. I mean, come on. Jordan Poole wasn't even trying to shoot the ball in the first half. It's like the moment is like this, and he's just trying to feel his way in, and I get him. I do, because this not his – this not his throne right now. And he was just waiting and just trying to get it to Clay, trying to get it to Steph, trying to get it to the main guys. And I get him. But when he plays like that, the Warriors will lose.
Yeah, because he's going away from what he's on the court to be doing.
Right, because no one on the Boston Celtics, right, is going to be guarding him. No primary defender is going to be guarding him is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So if you have Marcus Smart while Jordan Poole's in the game, he's going to be guarding Steph. He's going to be guarding Clay. He's not going to be guarding Jordan Poole. So when Jordan Poole is on the court, he always has a mismatch, in my opinion. Yeah. So
Pat Riley always said, and I love this quote about the finals from Pat Riley, the series doesn't start until you lose a game at home. So for the Warriors, this series
started already.
It has already started, but I always think if you're the team who loses a game at home, you already have the edge going into the next game because now you just fucking lost a game.
But they did, and they won the next one.
Well, no, I'm saying they did. They won that game. That same edge, I didn't see that from the Warriors at all. I mean, they came back. They were down 18, and they came within 1.
Yeah, I was going to say, you can't say you didn't see the edge. They was down the whole game, and they brought it back. They made a game.
That fourth quarter was very discouraging if you're a Warriors fan.
But you know what? One thing I don't agree with, and this is why I will say this to your point. I don't agree with throwing in the towel so early. It's 3 minutes left in the game, and Steve Kerr is like, all right, let me make sure none of my guys get hurt. I'm going to sub them out. And that's cool because he can do what he wants. It's his team. I'm just saying, the way we shoot the three, I'm not throwing it out. I'm not throwing the game until the fucking 0-0-0-0-0. Because they scored 8 points in 37 seconds in that game. You saw that stat that came up, right? If you can score 8 points in 37 seconds, if it's 3 minutes left or 2 minutes left or even 1 minute left and you're down by 12, it's still a game.
You're never out of it.
They can fucking get a 5-second count and you down by 12, 5-second count. You come down here to 3. Now you down 9.
Yeah.
No time. Like, okay, 10 seconds went off the clock. You're on defense. 50 seconds left. You get a stop. You come down and hit a 3. You down 6. This is how well they shoot the 3. Steph had a 4-point play. 5-point play, 7-point play it turned into. Remember? Did you ever hear that rule? When you get a flagrant on a 4-point play, you get 2 shots to make one, but you only get 1 point. What type of dumb shit is that?
That's a rule?
Steph came off of it. Al Horford went up underneath him to challenge the shot, and Steph landed on his foot. So they called the flagrant. Steph made the 3, right? Mm-hmm. So automatically he gets the free throw for the and one.
Yeah.
But then they reviewed it and said it was a flagrant. So he's supposed to get 2 shots in the ball. But they said he's getting 2 shots for 1 point. So if you make the first shot, you don't even get the second shot because you're only getting 1 point anyway. So he had 1 shot, and he made the free throw, and they didn't shoot the second one.
That's a bizarre rule.
Right, it's a new rule. And then they took the ball out, and they scored again. So it was...
Who thinks of a rule like that?
Adam Silver. Essentially, he had like a 7-point play in that stretch. So it's like you could score 7 points in 20 seconds. You could score 8 points in 37 seconds. Come on. You're not out of the game. Don't pull them and then put everybody else in the game and say that Udoka doesn't do that. Tatum and them was still in the game when the bench was in the game for the Warriors.
Mm-hmm.
That's a fact.
Yeah. To me, that's like a sign of respect, knowing that the Warriors
they're that fucking good. I see.
Good.
I feel you on that.
Is next game a must win for the Warriors in your eyes?
Okay, so I'm gonna say this, and it's gonna sound crazy. It's not a must win because they can lose and still win the series.
Yeah,
because they're that good.
They've been on both ends of 3-1.
But in the spectators' eyes, yes, it's a must win, and you have to win this game in order to keep it a series. Because down 3-1, who comes back? Not many, but we've heard of it. Name the last team, to come back from 3-1. And then he switched teams.
Are you talking in the finals you're talking about?
I'm just anytime.
Well, the Nuggets did it to the Clippers in the bubble.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I forgot about that.
That's the last time it happened. The last time it happened in the finals was it had to have been LeBron and Kyrie.
There you go.
Yeah, but remember, the fucking Nuggets did it to the Clippers who didn't really want to be there. That was
and just in general, right? Golden State was down 3-1 to the OKC Thunder. You don't remember?
That's what I'm saying. They've been on both ends of it. That could be where you see that stat that everyone's showing before the series started. Like the Warriors combined had played 128 playoff games or finals games to the Celtics 0.
And it doesn't matter because guess what? It's a new game. They showed you that with that play, the flagrant. That's different. I mean, Steph was asking the ref, what's happening? And I watched it, and he repeatedly said, oh, I got it. I understood. Because he didn't even know the rule.
I don't think any of us knew that rule.
Exactly. They just made the shit up on the fly. So if they could do whatever they want every game, then shit. We out for it.
Yeah, exactly. All right, last thing before we get out of here. People were a big fan of that Billy Joel conversation we had last week. So much so that we have a guest coming on next week who is going to give us his top 5 most influential New Yorkers ever. And he's claiming Billy...
5 most influential New Yorkers?
Ever.
Yeah, well, I should be in that list too. Should I change it? Listen, I was a teacher for 8 years. You know how many children's lives I changed?
Yeah.
Okay, so we gotta narrow that down. What you mean?
I guess we'll find out on Monday when we do it.
Ooh, big topic coming. Be a friend of a friend. Hit that button. Like, subscribe, follow, do all that good stuff. Wherever the fuck you get your podcast, you already know how we do, man. Have a good one. Enjoy your weekend.
Thanks for checking out the Friends of Friends podcast. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and tell a friend.